Go ahead and slide into some college basketball. And our first game is going to be Illinois at Ohio State. 7 o'clock tip-off at the Buckeyes. Ohio State opened the betting as the 8.5-point favorite, total at 142 and a hook. Now, we haven't seen a whole lot of movement when it comes to the total. We're still at that original opening number. But we are seeing a half-a-point fade of the Buckeyes in the early going here. They moved down to -8. So once again, the Buckeyes open 8.5 down to -8. Total open and remains at 142.5. 59% are leaning Ohio State, 51% shaded toward the under. Now, the Buckeyes rank 30th in college basketball in points allowed. That's pretty good. They've been excellent on the defensive side of things. They're also 16-7 straight up overall for the year. Ohio State's 2-1 against the spread in their couple of games that tipped off at the current number, and they are led by Caleb Wesson, averaging 17 points per contest. Once again, they are led by Caleb Wesson, dropping 17 points per contest. Now, on the Illinois side of things, they're just 9-15 straight up overall for the year. They're also 10-14 ATS in that same category. The Fighting Illini ranked 229th in offensive rebounding, 206th in defensive rebounding, and they rank 211th in points allowed in the nation. Now, total-wise, Illinois is 7-2 to the over in their last 9. Once again, Illinois 7-2 to the over in their last 9. Ohio State 11-4 to the over in their last 15 at home. Give me the Buckeyes -8 after buying the half a point, and the over 142.5 in that game there. Next matchup, Houston at Connecticut, 7 o'clock tip-off at UConn. The Cougars of Houston opened the betting as the 7.5-point favorite, total at 140. And since that one opened up, once again, not a whole lot of movement on the total. We're seeing good two-way action there. So we're right at that original opening number of 140. We are seeing Houston take a little bit of money on the road here, just a half-a-point move in their favor. So once again, Houston opened 7.5. They're now -8. Total open and remains at 140. 60% are leaning Houston, 54% shaded toward the over. For the UConn side of things, Tariq Gilbert is questionable for tonight's action. Not so sure we're going to see him in the game, but regardless, UConn is still 13-2 straight up on their home court. They're 11-4 against the spread in that same category. UConn has successfully covered the number in 5 out of their last 6. They're also 7-2 against the spread in their last 9. And they're led by Christian Vital, who's dropping 17 points per contest. Now, the Cougars on the other side, they rank 101st in defensive rebounding, 162nd in field goal percentage, and they failed to cover in 3 out of their last 6, taking on teams between 500 and 650. That's a win percentage there. So once again, Houston has failed to cover the spread in 3 out of their last 6, taking on teams between 500 and 650. Now, total-wise, Houston is 3-2 to the over in their last 5. UConn 4-4 to the over in their last 8. Give me the Huskies as the home dog, getting the job done here. Give me UConn +8 and the over 140 in that matchup there. All right, next and final game for the show, it is going to be Gonzaga at Loyola Marymount. 11 o'clock tip-off at Loyola. Now, the Bulldogs of Gonzaga open the betting as the 19-point favorite, total open at 140. And since those markets opened this one up, no real surprises here as Gonzaga continues to take money. That spread moved a full point. We're still at that original over-under of 140. Gonzaga, like I said, is -20 right now. So once again, the Bulldogs of Gonzaga opened -19. They're now up to -20. Total open and remains at 140. 66% are leaning Gonzaga, 86% shaded toward the under. Now, the Lions of Loyola Marymount, they're actually 17-8 straight up overall for the year. And more impressive, they are 12-2 straight up on their home court. Loyola Marymount ranks 12th in the nation in points allowed. They also rank 2nd in the country in home defensive rebounding. They're championed by James Bateman, who's dropping 17 points per contest. Now, the Bulldogs of Gonzaga on the other side, they failed to cover in their first matchup with Loyola this year. Gonzaga also ranks 146th in road points allowed, and they also rank 146th in defending the three ball on the road. So once again, Gonzaga ranks 146th in road points allowed, and they also rank 146th in defending the three ball on the road. Now, total-wise, Gonzaga is 2-1 to the over in their last trio of ball games. They're 60% to the over in their games on the road this season. The Lions of Loyola are 7-1 to the over in their last 8 on their home court. So I'm going to lean toward the heavy home dog in this one. Give me the Loyola Marymount Lions plus 20 and the over 140 in that matchup there. All right, folks, that is going to do it for me. But before I get out of here, I just want to quickly remind you to once again check me out at patreon.com/BrockPage. And with an incredible record in the NBA in the past couple of weeks, I certainly want you to check out my record in that category there. That's available on patreon.com/BrockPage. It's a part of the free content. Memberships begin at just $1.99 per month on that website. And once again, there's plenty of free content there as well, including my current record in multiple categories. So please feel free to hit that pause button right now, open up your browser, and just check me out at patreon.com/BrockPage. It'll only take you a couple of seconds. The link is in the description section below. And if you are a current patron of mine and you're currently watching me right now, I simply cannot thank you enough. You most certainly make it all worth it. And most importantly, thank you for watching today's program. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free information. And don't forget to check me out at patreon.com/BrockPage.